Hello, this video is to show you how to do the Grand Old Duke of York practice at home. So we're using this piece to help start with the note reading as well as getting all three fingers down onto the strings. Okay, the backing track is quite fast, so you can use that for the singing practice at first and the note reading, and then once they get more confident with their playing, then they can put that. So we decode the music using, and I've sent, this is an undecoded version, but I've sent you a copy of how we decoded it in class using pencil for the open string notes, red for the first finger notes, the E, yellow for the second finger note, the F sharp, and green for the third finger note, which is the G. Okay, and so we do some singing and clapping first. So let's do the clapping first. So the rhythm goes ta, 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 3 E, E, sh, ta, 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 3 E, E, sh, ta, 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 or, or. Okay, so they can clap and say those rhythm names. They can do it along to the backing track, and then the backing track goes through twice. I'd like them to sing the finger numbers first. When you get to an open string, I just sing the open string, I don't say 0. And then when you get to the second time through, you sing the note names. So we'll start on the D. D, 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 D. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. 2, 2, 1, 1, D. Now we do the note names, but still tapping the finger numbers. D, 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 D. 1, E, 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 E. F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, G, 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 G. F sharp, F sharp, E, E, D. Now when they're finger tapping, they can go either this way or this way. I mean, if they're finger tapping like this, playing an imaginary violin, then it will help get them the muscle memory going. Okay, when they're finger tapping, make sure that their fingers are loose and they're nice and curved like that. Okay, so that's and while they're doing that, they should be pointing to the notes that they're singing on the music, so they're starting to get the note reading. Then we work on it a line at a time. So it's all on the D string, so the bow hold should be nice and relaxed and loose. So the fingers are evenly spaced, not too spread out, not too close together, nice evenly spaced. The pinky goes on top, and the shark's fin, which is your bent thumb, goes in the wood bit. Okay, and then the bow balances at the balance point. Okay, and we get the left hand down, ready to start putting the fingers down. So we go D, 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 T. So we use between the balance point and the singing point for the tars, and then right to the tip for the long note. Okay, for the 3 E, E. And then in the rest, we go back to the balance point and put the first finger on the red dot, and we have E, 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 E. And try and get them to sing the note names at the same time so that they can start hearing whether their voice and their fingers are in tune. Then we put the next finger down onto the yellow spot. If they're gripping at this point, try and release the thumb and do 3 little thumb taps, and make sure that the thumb isn't going too far back. Make sure that the wrist is nice and straight and in line. Okay, so not coming out like this, not going down like that. So the thumb should be sort of between the second and third finger on that side of the violin, okay, pointing upwards. And the wrist should be nice and loose, and the fingers shouldn't be gripping too hard. So this is the F sharps. F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F sharp. And then the third snuggles down on the green dot. G, 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 G. Okay, so you can do each line in a separate section. Take the third finger off, and so now we're on the yellow spot, the F sharp. F sharp, F sharp. Take it off, first finger. E, E. And then we need to do a 4 so it's a long, slow, smiley bow. Okay, and that's probably about the speed that they should be practicing it. And you can have those little gaps in between each line while they're learning it. And then you might not play it with the backing track, but try and get them to join all the sections together at a fairly steady pace so they could play it along with me at this section. So 3, 4. Shh. Shh. Okay, that's about the speed that we should be aiming for, and enjoy.